right, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Aloha, good evening, and welcome. Minasan Shinnen akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
Happy New Year, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce's 73rd annual Shinnen Enkai New Year's celebration. My name is Alexis Okihara, Mistress of Ceremonies and 64th Cherry Blossom Festival Queen.
And I'm Kevin Matsuura, Master of Ceremonies, Chamber Member and Independent Agent at Occidental Underwriters of Hawaii.
We will be your co-MCs for this evening's Shinnen Enkai. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
The New Year is definitely one of the most important occasions in Japanese tradition. All Japanese families celebrate this occasion with style and vigor.
The Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce has a rich history that has carried over 117 years and has its distinction as the oldest ethnic chamber in the state of Hawaii. The Shinnen Enkai is our most anticipated banquet of the year. Tonight, we celebrate the 73rd anniversary of this event with similar traditional activities celebrated in Japan, with one exception.
That's right. Our celebration is unique in that tonight we will feature chamber member talents in our version of HJCC's Got Talent, followed by our long-standing highlight of the evening, the kabuki play Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko.
Now, for some important housekeeping announcements. Parking at the next door parking lot is for customers of Korea House only. So if you park there, you need to move your car immediately. Please see one of the volunteers at the entrance for further details on alternative parking locations.
Emperor table guests, a volunteer will visit your table during dinner to validate your parking. Shogun table guests, your parking validation sticker is in the envelope at your table. And for all other tables, if you have not yet validated your parking ticket, the parking attendant will be in the foyer area until 6:45. Emperor table guests, your dinner, prepared by Chef Alan Wong, will be served shortly. Please start to enjoy the dinner. Tonight's table favor is courtesy of Minamoto Kichoan, a member of our chamber located in the Ala Moana Center and Kahala Mall, offering traditional Japanese confections or wagashi and gourmet specialty chocolates. Please enjoy.
At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests and dignitaries who are in attendance this evening. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Mayor Kirk Caldwell, City and County of Honolulu, and Donna Tonoi.
Consul General of Japan, Koichi Ito and Mrs. Misako Ito. Honolulu Councilwoman Ann Kobayashi.
Toshihiro Shoji, President of Nippon Club and Vice President and Regional Manager, Hawaiian Region, Japan Airlines. Heather Omori, reigning Cherry Blossom Festival Queen.
Christine Kubota, Chair of the Japanese Cultural Center of Hawaii.
Oh.
Carol Hayashino, President and Executive Director of the Japanese Cultural Center of Hawaii.
Brian Nishida, Chair of the Board of the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, and Joan Nishida. And lastly, Wayne Ishihara, President and CEO of the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, and wife, Joy Ishihara. Thank you all for honoring us with your attendance this evening.
Also, please let me take a moment to acknowledge our very important Emperor Table sponsors. Please hold your applause until I've acknowledged all of the sponsors. Bank of Hawaii, Becker Communications, Finance Factors, First Hawaiian Bank, Friends of Shinnen Enkai, Island Insurance Company, Kyoya Management Company, Stepstone Business Development, and Territorial Savings Bank. Shogun Table sponsors are listed on the back of your program. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause.
At this time, I would like to call up Brian Nishida, HJCC Chair. Brian is also President and CEO of Stepstone Business Development.
Thank you, Kevin and Alexis. Well, Happy New Year and welcome to 2018. On behalf of the Board of Directors for the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank you for joining us here for our 73rd Shinnen Enkai New Year's celebration. You know, New Year's is a very special milestone in the Japanese culture. It's a time when we take a pause to reflect of how lucky we are. It's also a time to refresh ourselves, and most importantly, to look forward. You know, I think this year, the 150th anniversary of the arrival of the first Japanese to Hawaii, what are called the Ganen Mono, makes this year even more particular. There will be a series of various events and celebrations through the year celebrating the Ganen Mono, particularly starting this evening all the way through June. Consul General Ito, I want to appreciate and thank you for your staunch support of this most important cultural anniversary. The New Year's time is, I think, a way of us celebrating is to take a pause, open our homes either literally or figuratively, to reconnect and spend times with friends, family, and business associates. So it's then in that spirit that I would like to welcome you all tonight to enjoy the wonderful entertainment that we will have, beginning with the HEC's Got Talent performers, and of course our own chamber cast members in the Gonin Otoko program. Okay, time to get off. Before doing so, I have just 4 very special acknowledgments I'd like to make. First, I'd like to really acknowledge the hard work of our 4 sensei who, through several weeks of fun but also some pain, coached all of our cast members through their performances. So I'm not so sure. Oh, there they are right there. So would you help me with a round of applause after I introduce them, beginning with lead sensei, Bob Nagao. Sensei Greg Mueller. Sensei Ron Ushijima. Sensei Rika Hirata. And the person who allows us to connect to the many, many years of a successful program, Sensei Emeritus Walter Saito. Secondly, I'd like to extend a special mahalo to our guest chef, James Beard awardee, and also HJC member, Chef Alan Wong. On a personal note, I want to thank Alan because in addition to helping us with the wonderful dining experience for the Imperial tables, he's also serving as one of my advisors on the Chairman's Council of Advisors. I'd also like to thank the hardworking crew who put on this event, beginning with Steve Teruya for his outstanding leadership. Of course, the committee and the volunteers, the Manoa Grand Ballroom staff, and of course our own HJCC staff. How's about a round of applause? Finally, I'd like to extend a special acknowledgement to longtime chamber member Phyllis Kihara. Phyllis is the general manager of Kiko TV, and to producer Roy Kimura, the owner of Vertigo. Now, the Kohaku Red and White Song Festival, broadcast on Kiko every year, is a generational staple. In fact, last year, for those of you who were here, we kind of celebrated the popularity of the Red and White Festival last year. Thanks to Phyllis and Roy, on January 1st and 2nd, the HJCC kicked off our 2018 campaign with a TV commercial. I'm not sure if any of you caught it, but it will be on future PSAs on the various channels. So please help me with a warm thank you to Phyllis and Roy. With that, I want to thank you for supporting the Chamber and wish all of you a happy and prosperous 2018. Shinnen akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Chair Nishida. Before we go any further, if you do have a cell phone, why don't we just all silence those cell phones right now so that later when the play goes on, it doesn't go off. Okay, so thank you, Chair Nishida. Now I would like to call up Bishop Amano of Izumo Taisha to give this evening's invocation.
Now, as we are about to partake of our dinner at this New Year banquet, let us bow our heads and pray. We take our daily meals for granted, and it is really a thankful fact that we are able to eat from day to day without any particular hardship. All of this is a blessing of nature. It is a blessing from Kami-sama, God, Hotoke-sama. We must be deeply grateful for these blessings, and we show that ever thankful feeling by the prayerful expression of itadakimasu. The meaning of itadakimasu is thank you, Kami-sama, God, Hotoke-sama, for the food. So now let us all together say aloud, itadakimasu, and commence eating. Itadakimasu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop Amano. One of my favorite traditions and customs from Japan is the offering of toasts or kanpai. In Japan, it is customary to have the kanpai before the dinner service, rather than at the end of the evening. At this time, please rise as I call Consul General Ito to give the kanpai for the chamber.
Ladies and gentlemen, 明けましておめでとうございます。Happy New Year. Well, when I first arrived to Honolulu 3 months ago, I heard a little bit about the Shinnen Enkai in Hawaii. And my wife, Misako, and I are so excited to join you tonight because this is our very first Shinnen Enkai ever in Hawaii. And once I entered this room, I was so surprised to know that full of the happy atmosphere of New Year's coming in this room. So I'd like to propose a toast for the friendship between Hawaii and Japan, and for the 150th anniversary of the arrival of the first Japanese immigrant, and also the happiness and health of all of you. Kanpai. Kanpai. ありがとうございました。マハロ。
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Consul General Ito. And please remain standing. Thank you.
Thank you, folks. I'd like to now call up Toshihiro Shoji, President of the Nippon Club and Vice President and Regional Manager, Hawaii Region of Japan Airlines, to lead us in a kanpai to all of our guests. Mr. Shoji.
Happy New Year, and 明けましておめでとうございます。My name is Toshihiro Shoji, and I chair the Nippon Club. I have so many things to say, but speech is short is better. So, 明けましておめでとうございます。乾杯。
Thank you, Mr. Shoji. Okay, folks, now you may take your seats. Thank you. All right, and now it's time for dinner. Just to give you a reminder, 45 minutes into our dinner service, we will welcome the HJCC's Got Talent featuring the Chamber's own members.
And following dinner, we will have our kabuki stars of the evening, the Shoko Shidanami Gonin Otoko. I'd like to also recognize and thank Olelo Community Television for the video production. Olelo TV is on Oceanic Cable 49, 53, 54, 55, and will be broadcasting tonight's kabuki show for all of Hawaii to enjoy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we have your attention once again, please? We want to start this segment of the program with an apology. We missed one of our special guests, so at this time we'd like to recognize Councilman Ernie Martin. Councilman Martin, will you please rise to be recognized? Okay, folks, thank you very much. Alexis, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this next part of our program. It is the HJCC's Got Talent.
Yeah, I am definitely excited. I can't wait.
All right, and so what about all of you out there? Are you guys excited? If you are, say yeah. All right, one more time. Can't hear you. Say yeah. All right, our first act. Our first act is a representative from the Honolulu Japanese Junior Chamber. Please give a warm round of applause to Kristen Alm Kamakahi.
Hi, Kristen. Thank you so much for coming and dancing for us tonight. But before we start, I want to ask you some questions.
Okay, sure.
Well, maybe we can just put our heads closer. No, I'm just joking. Here we go. So when did you first start dancing hula?
Oh my gosh. So I started dancing hula when I was 6 years old. So.
Wow, that's a long time. Do you remember your first dance that you ever performed?
Oh, no, I don't. Maybe Kavika, the Kahiko? I don't know, maybe.
And so you've been dancing for such a long time. Are you like involved with your halal or anything?
Yeah, I'm pretty involved with my halal. We do a lot of either shows or activities together, so I'm really close to my hula brothers and sisters.
And I know we all want to watch your next performance. Are you going to be performing anywhere soon?
Not that I know of yet, but I'll be sure to let
Okay,
you
well,
know.
let us know, and we all want to be there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Kamakahi.
Sweetheart mine, e pili mai, ina o e au, ike ahi o makana, he makana ia, na ke aloha, no na kawaka, o e au, sweetheart mine, e pili mai. Au he avale ana oe, ku'ule I o ka po. Po anu ho'okahi no au, sweetheart mine, e pili mai. Ina o e au, ike ahi o makana, he makana ia, na ke aloha, no na kawaka, o e au, sweetheart mine, e pili mai, sweetheart mine, e pili mai, oh sweetheart mine, e pili mai.
What a performance. Thank you, Kristen. Kevin, I
Yes.
don't know about you, but whenever I watch hula, it just makes me so proud and happy to
agree.
be from.
I agree.
It's such a beautiful performance.
Awesome, Kristen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, folks, our next performer is none other than Gus Iniguez, all right? Gus, make your way up here, please. And while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, this guy is a total ham, all right? Let me tell you. And if you were present here last year, you recall Gus performing Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk, and the dude tore it up. He definitely did. He told me in high school he was shy, but does anybody buy this? I don't know.
Was shy.
Oh.
Pick one.
Oh, I clearly remember your performance from last year.
I do not.
I remember it.
I didn't see a thing.
What's your favorite dance move?
Dance move?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anything that doesn't hurt my back nowadays.
Can you teach me one right now?
No. You
No?
don't wanna see that. It's
Okay.
kind of high.
No.
We'll fall down.
Okay, well, you're going to see some dancing,
The
ladies and
concert?
gentlemen, so that'll come in a second. But Gus, can I ask you a question here?
Yes, sir.
Tell the audience just a little bit about yourself, and maybe what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a real estate broker. I have my own real estate brokerage here and an office in California. And I fly back and forth, but nothing beats coming home.
How about family?
I have a beautiful, beautiful wife who is not here tonight, but she's wonderful, very supportive, except tonight. And, and she's amazing. For those of you who have met her, everybody chooses her over me. They love her. Don't know why.
Okay, Gus, thank you so much. And tell us, what will you be performing tonight?
I thought I'd switch it up a little. We're going to go a little international. I'm going to go with last year's #1 downloaded video of all time.
And that was?
Luis Fonsi's Despacito.
All right, performing Despacito, ladies and gentlemen. Gus
Bear with me.
Iniguez.
Drink plenty. I sound better that way. Ay, Ponce, Tiwa, oh, oh no, oh no. Sí, sabes que ya llevo un rato mirándote. Tengo que bailar contigo. Tiwa, vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy. Oh, tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando, voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Una, ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Esto hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firme en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Quiero de bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y te olvides tu apellido. Despídete intentándolo, yo sé que estoy pensándolo. Llevo tiempo intentándolo, mami, estás dándolo. Sabe que tu corazón conmigo te hace bombo. Sabe que Isabela está buscando de mí. Y es prueba de mi boca para ver cómo te sabe. Quiero ver cuánto amor a ti te cabe. Yo no tengo prisa, yo me quiero dar el viaje. Empezamos lento, después salvaje. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando, poquito a poquito. Cuando tú me besas con esa destreza, veo que eres malicia con delicadeza. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando, poquito a poquito. Mira esa belleza, es un rompecabezas. Pero para montarla aquí tengo la pieza. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firmo en las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito. Quiero de bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y te olvides tu apellido. Despacito, vamos a hacerlo en una playa en Puerto Rico hasta que las olas griten ay bendito, para que mi sello se quede contigo. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Oh no, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Nos vamos pegando hasta provocar tus gritos y te olvides tu apellido. Despacito.
Gus Iniguez, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a performance. Now, next up is a new member of the chamber. He is Craig Hirosaki. Craig, please come up this time. And while he's making his way up, just going to put this here. And we're going to find out a little about Craig before starting his performance. But first, let me tell you what I already know. You were having drinks of some kind with some of our members, not to be named, and you were being recruited to join the chamber. Is that correct so far?
The night I was corrupted.
Okay, yeah. So at some point in the evening, a karaoke challenge was made, and you reluctantly agreed to sing. And as the saying goes, the rest is history. So to sum it up, you were recruited to the HJCC via drunken karaoke. Is that correct? Okay. All right. Well, you're definitely not the last. Okay, you weren't the first and not the last.
So when did you start singing?
I want to say about 25 maybe.
And
So
what-
kind of late in a sense.
And what are you going to be performing for us tonight?
I'm going to be performing Nella Fantasia.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Hirosaki performing Nella Fantasia.
Oh
that he agreed to sing for us after drunken karaoke, because that was an amazing performance for the great, strong voice.
All right, excuse me. Our last performance for the talent show this evening represents members of the Shinnen Enkai committee, otherwise known as the J-Pop Zubats. Let me say that again, J-Pop Zubats. Tonight, they're dancing to a very popular K-pop song by a Korean group called T-ara. But tonight's version will be in Japanese because, after all, we are the Japanese Chamber of Commerce.
Members of the J-pop Zubats are Rick Mishima, Margie Abe, and Victor Sokabe of Finance Factors, Richard Park of Royal Alliance Associates, Ina Chang of Aloha Data Services, and Michelle Chun of Insight 2020. Now, we are told to emphasize to all of you that the group was given less than 1 month's notice to their talent show participation, and the choreographer had an injured shoulder.
Yeah, come on, let's all say it together.
Aww.
Yeah. All right, folks, but despite these obstacles, the group practiced really hard, challenging their inner Beyonce and Bruno Mars, training through long, sleepless nights with Mr. Miyagi, didn't watch any football games, and was on a strict diet of room temperature water, edamame, and gluten-free bread. So, without further ado, please give a round of applause as we present to you our final talent show act, the J-Pop Zubats.
Perfect.
Don't lose your temper so quickly. Don't lose your temper so quickly. Poppy, 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 ow. Poppy, 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 poppy. Poppy, 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 ow. Poppy, 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 poppy. どうして電話に出なかったの？誰か他の人といたでしょ？ため息で染まる君の顔耳も貸さないポッピーポッピーポッピーあすっかり変わっちゃったのね原因は私あんな優しかったのに She wants my you Follow me, follow me お願い Follow me そばにずっとそばにいて I'm so sorry, I'm sorry 行かないで抱きしめてよもう一回離さないでよ Poppy, 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 ow Poppy, 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 poppy Poppy, 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 ow Poppy, 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 poppy 君の代わりなんてどこ探してもいない嫌いにならないでよ We are together
The foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. One more hand. The J-Pop Zubats. One more hand. All right. And stay up here. Stay up here, Zubats. We'd like to call up all of our performers tonight to do a final curtain call. So let's bring up our other performers. Please join the Zubats up here. All right, we got them. Ladies and gentlemen, HJCC's Got Talent. One more. Take a bow, please.
I hope you all enjoyed the HJCC's Got Talent and this evening's dinner. Please join me in thanking guest chef Alan Wong and his team for preparing dinner, for our Emperor Table sponsors, and the management at Manoa Grand Ballroom for preparing the delicious buffet dinner. And at this time, I'd like to call up Mayor Kurt Caldwell to provide celebratory remarks. Mayor Caldwell.
Good evening and aloha. And Happy New Year. You know, I was just took vacation for 14 days with my wife, Donna Tanoa, and we went to Vietnam. Our daughter had worked as an intern for Ken Burns when he did this documentary on the Vietnam War. So we thought we'd go there to kind of see with her what the country was like, particularly because of the Vietnam War. That was a war of our generation. And the thing that was amazing was to see the people of Vietnam and how hard they work. I mean, whether they're working in the fields or they're working in markets, everyone seemed to be working to bring their country from third world status to first world status. And watching it and seeing it, I kept thinking of home, and particularly the Japanese American community. And the fact that the first immigrants from Japan came here 150 years ago, when the Meiji Emperor became the emperor. In 1868, the first Japanese left from an area near Tokyo and came here. And they worked so hard. You know, I think about the famous Japanese. We sent the first Japanese American to the United States Congress. We sent the first Japanese American into space. We sent the first Japanese American in terms of open heart surgery and heart transplants. We have exceeded in the Japanese community from Hawaii, showing the very best of human beings and human civilization. But it also made me think about those folks who came, who worked on the plantations in the beginning, whose names we don't know. Those mothers who worked in the fields by day and raised their children at night, and they did it every day of the week. And those husbands who sacrificed everything for the next generation. And from that, they produced all of you. And in a way, I benefit too, because they produced my wife and our Hapahaole daughter. So on this New Year's, as we reflect back, I think back to those 150 years. And the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce is part of that. That coming together and working hard for the next generation and helping each other in those plantation communities, and which started with the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce after the Great Chinatown Fire in 1900, carries forward to this day in what all of you do in this room to help each other. And by helping each other, you help all of us, whether we're Japanese American or not, and you help us in the city and county of Honolulu be one of the greatest places to live. And I do believe this is the greatest place to live, not so much because of the natural beauty, but because of the people like you in this room. So I wish all of you, on behalf of the people of the city and county of Honolulu, the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, the very best of the new year: health, love, peace, and taking care of each other. Mahalo and aloha. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Caldwell.
Okay, folks, the kabuki performance will be starting shortly. If you'd like to freshen up your drink, use the restroom, now is the time to do that. Once the kabuki performance starts, there will be no table service of beverages due to the videotaping by Olelo TV.
Tonight, we celebrate the new year with the Shinnen Enkai. As mentioned earlier, we have many traditions practiced here in Hawaii and at our chamber. A pair of large karamatsu placed at the entrance is a traditional Japanese decoration of the new year, which brings happiness and prosperity. They were donated courtesy of Don Quixote USA.
And this mochi, or Kagami mochi, sorry Alexis, symbolizes an expression of appreciation. So tonight we have a giant mochi for the chamber to express its huge appreciation to all of you here tonight for your generous support and attendance this evening.
And 2018 marks the Year of the Dog. People born in a Year of the Dog are loyal and honest, amiable and kind, cautious and prudent. Due to having a strong sense of loyalty and sincerity, dogs will do everything for the person who they think is most important. Born with a good nature, dogs do not seek dishonest gains. They just need a quiet life and a good family. Sounds like anyone you know?
All right, folks, at this time, although Chair Nishida beat us to the punch, we're gonna recognize the senseis again because they really deserve it. So the senseis for tonight's kabuki play, ladies and gentlemen, their tireless efforts transformed our ordinary chamber members into kabuki stars. So when I say your name, please rise. Bob Nagao, Ron Ushijima. There's Ron. Greg Mueller. In the back. And of course, Rika Hirata.
Also, thank you to the Hanayagi Dancing Academy, who has been providing the kabuki makeup and kimono for the Gonin Otoko cast since 1938. Their continuous support to the chamber and their efforts to perpetuate the Japanese culture tradition in Hawaii is deeply appreciated.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The moment you've all been waiting for. Thank you for your patience. For 73 years, 7 courageous cast members have each year graced these stages by their performances, with each group trying to outperform the previous one.
Tonight's presentation is the result of months of rehearsals, during which time these chamber members have transformed into kabuki stars. There were rehearsals where they have had to endure the heckling and jeering of past cast members in preparation for tonight's performance. The play you're about to witness is known as Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko, which dates back to 1938 when 7 chamber members reenacted the kabuki Shiranami Gonin Otoko.
The kabuki play first premiered in Edo in 1862. The whole play features 5 acts and 9 different scenes. Famous scenes are more often played independently. Ours is the famous scene called The Gathering on the Bank of the River Inase, or Inasegawa Seizoroi.
All members of the ring, clad in their formal clothes, assemble on the bank of the river Inase with the police in hot pursuit. When captured, each, in turn, first brags about their career in crime, then dramatically announces their true identity.
This play, which is narrated by one person known as the Kojo, will introduce the story of the 5 notorious thieves of the Edo era in Osaka. And since all cast members are respectable chamber members with no criminal background that we know of, too late, they brag about themselves and their accomplishments instead.
5 thieves will use real kabuki umbrellas, which were donated by kabuki music master Tabaya Sanemon. Japanese characters on each umbrella reads Shiranami.
All right, folks, you are encouraged to respond to their stories, cheer, heckle, and encourage the performers in traditional kabuki fashion. Yes, I did say heckle. Last year we had a first-time attendee telling another table to stop being rude. But I repeat, you are encouraged to respond to their stories, cheer, heckle, and encourage the performers in traditional kabuki fashion. Now, I present to you the Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko. Hakushu onegai itashimasu.
Nihonjin, Shoko Kai Gisho no Mina, Mina, Sama. Shinnen, Akemashite, Omedetou gozaimasu. Honjitsu, Shoko, Gonin Otoko wo, Aisutome, Masuru Ichido. Sumi kara, Sumi made, Suzuito, Yoroshiku, Ohiki mawashi no, Hodo. Onegai, Moshiage, Tate matsuri masu. On behalf of the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, we extend our best wishes for a happy and prosperous new year to you. Welcome to the 73rd performance of the Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko, a modified kabuki play, HJCC style. Tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce this kabuki play to you that portrays 5 notorious samurai, thieves who are captured by a clever policeman. These samurai, daikon, yakusha dorobos, all daring and good sport chamber members, brag about themselves and have interesting stories to tell you. Wow, what an honor to be in this performance. Growing up in Bellevue, Washington, never in my wildest dream did I think that I would someday be in a kabuki play. All dressed up in this distinguished-looking garb, just like a samurai shogun, if they were 5'10", with red hair and blue eyes. And let's be perfectly honest here, I didn't even really need the white pancake makeup tonight. Please allow me to introduce myself. I was born in Seattle and grew up in Bellevue. People in Hawaii always ask, where'd you go to school? Going to Newport High School in Bellevue wouldn't be that notable, except it's the same school that Hawaii's current Attorney General, Doug Chin, also attended. My family's lineage can be traced all the way back to the colonial years. Forefathers of my parents, John Witherspoon of New Jersey on my dad's side, and Charles Carroll of Maryland on my mom's side, were delegates to the Continental Congress when America declared independence from Great Britain in July 1776. And they were among the 56 signatories of the historic Declaration of Independence. By now, I'm sure you've figured out I'm not Japanese. Shocking, I know. While a senior at the University of Washington, go Dogs, I had the good fortune and opportunity to intern at one of Hawaii's renowned public relations companies, Becker Communications. Woo! Following graduation, I moved bag and baggage to Hawaii in 1993, and I've been here ever since. Fortunately, I had family in Hawaii. My mom, Davy Temple, sailed here from Seattle via Bora Bora while I was in junior high. She's here tonight, although I'm sure she would have a tough time picking me out of a lineup in my current dress. Not that I've ever been in a lineup. I married my husband, Laurent Chouari, table 4, in 2004. He is a design engineer at Archipelago, Hawaii, and also a professor at Chaminade University. You may have read that his company will soon be launching its own line of furniture. We have a brilliant 11-year-old son. Stand up. Lucas. He's a 6th grader at Maryknoll, a PGA Junior League golfer with great potential to be the next Jordan Spieth. Of course, he'll tell you he wants to be a famous YouTuber when he grows up. So it's been work, but pleasant work. After my internship, I started as an account coordinator, and like a true samurai warrior, I persevered and worked my way up the ranks. And after 20 years with the company, in 2013, I was named president of Becker Communications. Over the years, our firm has received many recognitions. One of the top 3 public relations firms and top women-owned companies in Hawaii. We've also received multiple awards from the Public Relations Society of America and the International Association of Business Communicators. This includes 4 Best in Show awards. Founded in 1986 by Ruth Ann Becker, Becker Communications is at the forefront of Hawaii communications firms. We create results and exceed expectations through strategic planning, innovative thinking, and the highest standards of quality and service. We act as your partner, offering all of the communication services needed in today's changing marketplaces. Public relations, digital, marketing, branding, advertising. We create integrated programs that build and strengthen relationships between you and your communities. When I think back to first meeting Ruth Ann as a junior in college, I remember wanting to be her. And look, now I am. Okay, not really, but I am president to her chair and CEO, and together with the rest of our company, we create results for our clients. So please, call me if we can create for you. I am Caroline Witherspoon, President, Becker Communications. Mina-sama, dozo, yoroshiku, onegai, moshiage, ya. Tatematsurimasu.
Look, there's a cop. Shoko 5人男の一頭じゃねえか。我々は俺はMeakashi Kingoroじゃ11名乗って芝居受けよう。問われて名乗るもおこがましいが、東京生まれロンドン横浜育ちの日本男児、サッカーバスケバレーボールをたしなみ、今では太鼓をたたき魚釣りも勤しみ、愛妻家で小煩悩な侍泥棒。This fearless samurai Dorobo was born in Tokyo. I grew up in Osaka, Nagoya, Yokohama, Tokyo, and London, where I learned English with a British accent. But today, I speak much better in Pidgin. I just can't stop saying the kind all day long, which does sound quite odd, yeah? I am the leader of this bunch of Dorobos. Why? Not because of my personality, or not because I was the best dancer wearing a skirt during the dorm initiation, but because I was a terror while attending the International Christian University in Tokyo. I became a president only because I could drink the most sake out of all. Representing his country, this samurai would compete with the international students from all over the world during parties, but somehow don't remember much about it. While in college, I also managed to travel all over as a backpacker during school breaks. I visited many countries and often slept in strange places like benches in parks, in train stations, and ghetto apartments with strangers if I had to. But those were all much better than the doghouse that I had to sleep in recently at home. Well, I had all the fun and excitement, but I managed to graduate college in 4 very short years. Alas, all came to an end when I met Yoshiko Takiguchi in Japan, and later proposed to her while traveling in Canada. What a shocker. Instead of saying yes, she said she'll think about it. Well, to make a long story short, she finally said, okay. So here we are in paradise together for the past 13 years. Yoshiko, my wife, and no, you're George's mom. She's coming up later. Wait for your turn. Yoshiko, my wife, is a cheerful lady with great sense of humor. Former flight attendant with Japan Airlines and a certified wine sommelier. What a great match with a sake drunk. I cannot thank her enough for her undivided attention and love to the family, and for supporting her husband, who often comes home late or gone because of the frequent traveling. All for business purpose though, of course. She is also most definitely the best chef in town. And she is responsible for the 40 pounds that I gained since our marriage. And I'm still growing. We are also very fortunate to have our 3 beautiful children. Our oldest son, Kazuma, raise your hand. Kazuma. A truly responsible and multi-talented boy who plays soccer, practices karate, performs drums, and loves to fish. And he had to wait until Dad remembered all his script. He picked up golf and soroban. So he can teach me golf and teach me how to count. Erica, the smartest and the sweetest 8-year-old girl who rides unicycle like nobody else and dances hula and hip-hop, sometimes all at the same time. How awesome is that? Last but not least, Keita, 7 years old. Rascal bugger, but a much talented soccer superstar who brings laughter and smile to the family with his adorable personality. How fortunate can one get? I'd also like to thank my parents who exposed me to the world and flew in all over from Japan to see their son tonight on this special occasion. Yes, Mom. In case you haven't figured it out yet, it's me. Wakaru? And Dad, you can use my katsura later because I know you need it more than I do. At least for now. As my first job, I started working for Kokusai Kogyo in Tokyo some 19 years ago, and was later transferred to Honolulu to join its subsidiary, Kyoya Company. So today, this samurai oversees capital projects for Kyoya's portfolio that includes the Sheraton Waikiki Hotel, the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, Moana Surfrider, Sheraton Princess Kailani, Sheraton Maui, and the beautiful Palace Hotel in San Francisco. Kyoya has been operating in Hawaii for the past 56 years as an integral part of the Hawaii community. The Osano family, founder and owner of Kyoya, is committed to this community and to investing into the future of the hotels and its associates. In keeping with Kyoya's credo of supporting the community, this samurai also is very active in the community. As a member of the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce, Honolulu Japanese Junior Chamber of Commerce, Nippon Club, current advisor and former chairman/president of the Hawaii Japanese School, or Rainbow Gakuen, a school with over 600 students studying Japanese and learning Japanese culture every Saturdays, thanks to the support from the local community and from the government of Japan. Mahalo. I am also a taiko drummer with Dragon Beat. What a stress reliever. On behalf of the Kyoya management team, we wish you a happy Year of the Dog. If you need a hotel room, a great meal in Waikiki, or a space for any of your office parties, you know who to call. Those guys there. Please contact me if I can be of service to you. I am Yasuhiko, Yasu, Ishikawa, Financial Manager of Kyoya Management Company. But tonight, I portray the most fearless, but the most reformed leader of all these dorobos. I am Nihon Daemon.
Sono sugi ni Hikeshi wa Enoshima naranu Los Angeles umare Tahitian dansu tashimasu Enijitsu no ni shigoto wo konashi Ima wa jibun no kaija wo kirimori suru samurai nari. Empower, energize, join the E or double E path to success. Are you motivated? Are you energized? You will be by the time this evening is over, guaranteed. Born in Los Angeles and raised in Kaneohe, I grew up inspired and energized by my parents who are small business owners. My father, known as Sam the Barber, and mother, Billy the Trichem Lady. They persevered with hard work and determination to ensure that my brother and I had a solid life and got a good education. I was also a talented teenager. I was selected as Miss Molokai Potato. What an honor to publicize Lay's potato chips made from potatoes grown on Molokai. But not only that. To cap my teenage years, I was Miss Teenager Hawaii. And with my dazzling personality, I won Miss Congeniality at the Miss National Teenager Pageant. Not bad, eh? My talents also included dancing. Yep, a hula and Tahitian dancer. As a professional performer, I performed in Waikiki and all over the world. Japan, Peru, Egypt. Can you imagine me with long hair down to my calves? What a difference from this fashionable hairpiece that I'm wearing tonight. Katsura. And now, with over 3 decades of business experience in banking, finance, human resources, as an adjunct professor at Argosy University, and diverse and variety of leadership positions for global corporations, Hawaii businesses, and nonprofits. My multifaceted background gives me an unparalleled perspective for business coaching and career life coaching, consulting. But the journey wasn't always easy. One of my professors at the University of Hawaii said, "You'll never make it in finance." What? Climbing up the corporate ladder, one of my bosses said, "Ha! You'll never be CEO." Oh, really? I'll show you. I became extremely energized and more determined to succeed in whatever I set out to do and live life to the fullest. Fueled by the entrepreneurship and values instilled in me by my parents, I went gambate more. I persevered and ensured that my sons had a solid life and good education. There's my firstborn, Aaron Yamasaki, table 14. Hi. He's a Punahou and University of Washington graduate. Woo! Punahou, and now a project manager for Swinnerton Builders, who is overseeing the Maui project in Sheraton. My other son, second son, Evan, couldn't be here tonight. He's a Punahou graduate and University of Nevada graduate, and continuing on to earn his PhD in biomedical research and technology. They're my pride and joy. I am passionate about encouraging my son and people like you to believe in yourself and live your dreams. So I formed my own company 10 years ago. I got my MBA in global management and studied with the best coaches and gurus on the mainland, in Canada, in Bali, and India. And today, I am CEO. Chief Energizing Officer! I truly believe that each person has a special gift and the potential to be a great leader. I help you solve your business and career challenges and really encourage you to be the best that you can be and enjoy everything in life. EPAT services includes life coaching, business consulting, HR consulting, leadership development and succession planning, and employee training. So, when not performing as a kabuki dorobo actor, this samurai is out coaching how to be a better leader, a better boss, a better employee. Let me help you achieve your dreams. Believe in yourself with confidence, competence, and connections, and enjoy a better quality of life. I was the SBA's Women in Business Champion in 2014. Thank you. And I was nominated for the Better Business Bureau's Torch Awards for Ethics in 2017. Not bad, eh? Not bad. So, are you energized? Woo! Call me for business solutions and motivation seminars to get you and your company energized and your employees motivated. I am Cynthia Marie Yamasaki, founder and chief energizing officer, ePath, empowered and energized path to lead and live well. But tonight, I portray the most beautiful, the most charming, and the most electrifying of all these dorobos. I am Benten Kozo ya Kikunosuke.
Suzuite, ato ni Hikeshi wa Kobe shushin no haha o mochi. Nihon ni nando mo homon suru mo. Nihongo wa mataku hanasezu. Dokushin kizoku o oka suru mo. 今は青年商工会議所の理事長を務める者なり。Born in the foothills of Aiea, the land of all vowels. Born to a local father and a mother from Japan. And I still don't speak Japanese. What happened, Mom? Played baseball throughout my childhood. Even played baseball in Idaho and Montana. So, as a senior at Aiea High School, I contemplated going back to the mainland, going to Oregon State. But boss lady, Mom, who is also a Kyoya employee, just like my fellow Dorobo, she exerted her motherly wisdom and gave me an ultimatum. She said, you go to Oregon State, you pay your own tuition. But if you go to UH, she'll pay the tuition. Well, it's quite obvious Okasan wanted me to stay home. So I became a rainbow warrior instead of an Oregon State Beaver. All good for this colorblind Dorobo, because Aiel High School and UH have the same school colors. Now at UH, I decided to major in one of the most exclusive fields, electrical engineering. Good old double E. And you know you gotta be smart to be a double E, because you can't spell geek without the double E. That's right, it is what it is. All paid off though, as when I was a senior, I was recruited by one of the most reputable companies in town, Ronald N.S. Ho and Associates. Until this day, I am still there as project manager and licensed electrical engineer. It is quite obvious Ron Ho has an eye for spotting talent. Oh, well, we got a new president at the company now, Sean Sugai, who just so happens to be an HJCC member. Oh, good candidate for next year's Gonin Otoko performance. Sean, you paying attention? Ron Ho and Associates, we provide electrical engineering services for the public and private sector. From building and site infrastructure, lighting, water, and wastewater systems. But me, I work on the big projects, like Ho'opili Subdivision, Core Ridge Subdivision, big government projects like the infamous Rail Project. We're on board, Mayor. We're on board, Mayor. We got your back. Arigato. Arigato. We also have a new division at our company, RHA Energy Partners, providing turnkey energy solutions for the public and private sector, from LED lighting retrofits, HVAC replacements, to implementation of PV systems. We'll provide your company services from energy assessment, design, project management, all the way to construction completion. One-stop shop to save your company hundreds, maybe thousands per year in energy savings. Now, who wouldn't want that in 2018? Well, go see that future Gonin no Toku performer, Sean Sugai. And make sure you tell him this happily employed Dorobo refers you. Now, when I'm not doing my electrical engineering work, I am busy as the boss man of the Honolulu Japanese Junior Chamber of Commerce. The 68th president of this prestigious organization, giving young men and women opportunities to grow through community service, networking, professional development, and public speaking. And for the lucky few, on a stage, wearing the most uncomfortable slippers, a kimono that smells like mothballs, wearing makeup, a wig, and holding an umbrella. How's that for public speaking? And Kristen, I see you. You're next. You think she's good at hula dancing? Wait till next year. We're also the organizers of the Cherry Blossom Festival, one of the longest continuously running ethnic festivals in the state. And don't forget, next week Sunday, right here at the Japanese Culture Center, New Year's Ohana Festival, we will be having our 66th Cherry Blossom Festival opening ceremonies, unveiling our 15 queen contestants. And mark your calendars for March 17th, our festival ball at the beautiful Kyoya-owned Sheraton Waikiki. Where we'll be crowning our 66th Cherry Blossom Festival Queen. I know what you're thinking. Where can I buy tickets? Well, you're in luck because you can see any of the junior chamber members in attendance tonight, all in the back row, not saying anything. Or you can see me after the performance. Oh, and I forgot, we're also selling golf teams at our golf tournament. So if you want to buy a golf team, go and see Mr. Miyagi. So for your electrical engineering and energy savings needs, Ronald N.S. Ho and Associates is here to serve you. Come see me as I am George Daisuke Takase. Project Manager at Ronald N.S. Ho and Associates, Electrical Engineering, Hawaii Business Magazine's 2016 Best Places to Work. But tonight, I portray the most straightforward, the most electrically inclined of all these Dorobos. I am Tadanobu Rihei.
Mata sono suji ni suanaru wa Illinois umare no Maryland sodachi shu ni yokomo johansen wo kitaeru Jim Otaku sai I know Sumato no jinka wo taisetsu ni seshi. Territorial Savings Bank, you know. Territorial Savings Bank, you know. Tenjo Samurai. Like my other adorables here, unlike them, I was born in Waukegan, Illinois. To a Japanese mother and Filipino father. Boy, were the people of Illinois confused. Moved to D.C. where I got my street smarts. Attended elementary, junior high, high school, all in Maryland. Even attended the University of Maryland. So I am a terrapin. You know, a turtle. Built low to the ground. In fact, I still train at the gym a minimum of 4 days a week to work on my cardio and my legs. I need them at my age. And my upper body. Because when I was younger, I had. But now, mostly lower. I started my banking career in Maryland too. My first job was a drive-up window teller. And I have been in the banking industry for nearly 40 years. I moved here in 1980 and have held management positions with 3 different banks. You might think I am unstable. But frankly, I am very stable because remember, I'm a terrapin, built low to the ground. In Hawaii, I started at Bank of Honolulu, then retired after nearly 25 years at American Savings Bank. But now, I am with Territorial Savings Bank because they gave me an offer I could not refuse. I get to work with great realtors, such as my wife, on clients' mortgage loans. I also developed depository and loan relationships with businesses island-wide. But life is not all about work. Guys, listen to me. Most important in my life is the quality of time I spend on evenings, weekends, and vacations with my best friend, my wife, Sally. Table 8. We've been married nearly 30 years. We enjoy being together, traveling to the mainland, especially Hawaii's 9th island, Las Wages. Wow, I love to cook on holidays and weekends. My wife is a great cook, and she cooks for the rest of the year. And guys, this is important. Our promise is we always have dinner together. Guys, pay attention to this now, because this is what makes me different. Sally is my queen bee. She's the love of my life, and she waits for me to return from the office or the gym so that we can spend that quality time together. So we can talk about work, we can talk about our family, and we can talk about our grandson. That's why we married. Are you still listening out there, guys? This is important to me, and it should be to you too. We love to travel. We love to shop together. Sally is a shopper. I am her executive driver and a very patient hubby. We are proud of our two sons and their family. Our oldest, Michael, who also table weight and married to Sean, and just celebrated their first year anniversary this past November with niece and nephew, Allie and Chase, and our youngest, Jonathan, who was not able to attend tonight, who gave us our first grandson, Trayden, almost 4 years old, that we love to spoil. But life is not all. Also, included in our family, we have 3 dogs. 3. They're not here tonight. They're out on the town celebrating the year of the dog. Meanwhile, back at work, my office is located at the Ala Moana Center. Did you know that Territorial Savings was established in 1921? That's 96 years ago. Long, yeah? I wish I started with them years ago, because at Territorial Savings, we are treated like family. Who wouldn't want to work in a local setting like this, where family is important to business? We provide superior customer service, higher savings rates, the best certificate deposit rates, and loans to first-time home buyers. Come visit any of our branches and be greeted by a friendly staff member and be treated like family too. For your business banking needs, come see me. We have terrific, great business products and services. In my number of years that I've been in banking, I have been recognized with 2 Small Business Administration Awards for commercial real estate loans and loans to small businesses. I can help you with your banking needs. I am Richard Manungas, Assistant Vice President, Branch Manager, Loan Officer at Territorial Savings Bank. But tonight, I portrayed the most traveled, yet the most humbled of all these dotables. I am Akaboshi Jyuzaburo!
Sate, どんじりに非形詞は生まれも育ちもホノルルのゴーフに行利ハイキング魚釣りダイビングと多くの趣味を持つ侍なり Like my fellow Dorobos in my pocket, I enjoy diving, fishing, hiking, cooking, and eating out. These are just some of my favorite hobbies, but especially my freedom. Not so good to be adorable. I was born and raised in Honolulu, grew up in Moana Lua Valley, youngest of 3 children. Carrie, the boss, Dory, second boss, and yours truly. As the only boy, I did whatever my 2 older sisters did. I even took jazz classes. That's where I learned all my dance moves. Some of my happiest memories was riding bike, playing marbles, and spending quality time with my friends and family at the beach, camping, and boogie boarding. My father, Cedric Tanioka, owned his own plumbing company. I worked on projects with him since I was 10 years old. I cherish every single moment with him and learned a great trade. I was waiting for that. Well, my mom, Diane Tanioka, table 37. Stand up, Mom. The rock of our family. Some of my precious moments of my mom was all the amazing food she made, especially orange-flavored andagi. But my loves of my life, my 2 angels, Taryn, stand up, Tanioka. She loves reading, drawing, and making crafts for her friends at school. My son, Kai, Tanioka, loves playing Minecraft, actually anything on the iPhone, building cities with secret rooms and trapdoors. Both of them love the outdoors, playing tennis, hiking, golfing, and especially when they get to drive the golf carts. After graduating from Mauna Loa High School, I enrolled at Kapilani Community College, Hotel Management, and Culinary Arts. While going to school, I worked at the famous Black Orchid restaurant. It did close. Working long hours, 6 days a week in that hot kitchen was just not for me. So as they say, you can't take the heat, you get out the kitchen. Just like that, I left the professional culinary world behind. In my early 20s, I decided to move to California. Called Los Angeles home for 8 years. Worked at a few hotels and ended up at the prestigious Peninsula Beverly Hills. Always in a fine suit, like Sensei Greg Mueller. Even slipping cosmetic surgery guests on and off the property without being noticed by any other hotel guest. But with the free food at the hotel, knowing that I got to get back in shape, I started working at 24 Fitness in Santa Monica. And I tell you what, the free membership was a great bonus. After a few years, I accepted an area corporate manager position and I moved back to Hawaii. Well, today I represent Pro Service Hawaii, Hawaii's largest human resources company. We have been nominated and awarded 2017's Best Places to Work, Hawaii Business Top 250 Companies. And you know, if you run a business and you own a business in Hawaii, we know it's not the easiest place to do business in the world. To hire, to manage, retain your quality employees, it's tough. Well, at ProService Hawaii, HR is not just our expertise, it's our passion. For over 20 years, we've been helping businesses just like yours manage the complex employment processes required by the state and federal agencies. We would love the opportunity to partner with you in 2018 and wish you all success this new year. That's how we do it. But I do remember it now. So if you have a question on how ProService Hawaii can help your business grow, please call me for a no obligation consultation. I am Guy Kenji Tanioka. But tonight, I portray the most braggadocious dotable of all my favorite dotables. I am Nango Rikimari.
Shoko, 5人男の面々、よくぞ名乗ったの。それじゃ、おいらも名乗って聞かせやしょう。小さい頃はじゃんけんぽん大会で4年生を制し、ゴルフで腕が上がらず、仙台で英語を教えたのうち、今はファーストハワイン銀行の銀行員。There is a saying that happiness is the best medicine. And to me, happiness is being called by President Wayne Ishihara to be in this kabuki play. All dressed up in this kimono and wig and pancake face. But I don't blame him for this. I blame Chris Anjo. Or Anjo, or whatever his name is. And what an interesting bunch of dotables I captured. But no, not for stealing mailboxes. But for other petty crimes. A reformed prep school drunk, a Molokai potato, a GWE geek, a turtle, and what was your thing again? It doesn't matter what you were.
They all had interesting things to say about themselves. Not to be outdone, this policeman has had some interesting things to say too. For instance, I was the Jonken Pon champion of my 4th grade class. I go back every year just to show those little brats who's boss. It's also the only time I get to feel tall. I also, many years later, broke the course record at Eva Beach's golf course. No, not for holes in one, but for hitting into 19 sand traps in a single round. That's 1 per hole, plus 1 for good luck. So, growing up in Waipahu, then off to Marino, and then to Spokane, Washington, where I went to the 16-time West Coast Conference champions, the home of the 19th ranked school in the nation, America's team, Gonzaga University. I then returned home to get my MBA at Hawaii Pacific University, where this wannabe psychologist became a humble banker, a boring banker. So, after stints at Title Guarantee and some other bank that should not be named, I escaped to Japan to teach English to high school seniors at Sendai Koko in Sendai, Japan. You would have think that that would prepare me for tonight, but I didn't learn a single word of Japanese while I was there. So today, I do community service with the Honolulu Japanese Junior Chamber of Commerce, and I'm with the bank that doesn't say no, that doesn't say maybe, the bank that says yes. First Hawaiian Bank. Please come see us at any one of our 57 branches to see us about any of your personal banking, business banking, or personal retirement needs. Sign up today for our Priority Rewards Destinations MasterCard and get 25,000 bonus miles when you spend $1,500 within your first 3 months. You'll also get your first year's annual fee waived. But please don't see me. I am but a humble back office drone. You can go see Chris Anjo, or Rika Hirata, or Shigeo. For I am Brandon Lum Morio Miyagi, vendor manager, First Hawaiian Bank. But tonight, I portray the most clever, the most intimidating policeman to capture all these hotshot dorobos. I am Meakashi Kingoro. So please remember to laugh and be happy. But remember, if you laugh for no reason, you may need some medicine. Shoko, Shiranami, Gonin Otoko, Shinmyo ni Nawa ni Kakare.
5つ連れ立つ狩り金の5人男にかたどりて。
Ani soy no kau bare bare. Dare shirarami no gonenzure.
その名もとろろくイカズチの音に響きし我々は
1000年余りのその中でグーグーへ歌る頭もん
ふてかほってかぬすっとの腹は大きな肝っ玉
ならば手柄に
絡めてみろや
何をくしゃくな。
All right, folks, how about one more hand for our cast? One more big hand. And now Alexis and I will introduce to you the 2018 cast of the Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko.
Performing as the Kojo is Caroline Witherspoon. President, Becker Communications.
Portraying Nihon Daemon, the most fearless leader of this wild bunch of dorobos, is Yasuhiko Ishikawa. Financial Manager, Kyoya Management Company.
Portraying the most beautiful, most charming of all these Dorobo samurai, Benten Kozo Kikunosuke, is Cynthia Yamasaki. Chief Energizing Officer and Founder, E-PAF.
Portraying the most electrifying of all these Dorobo samurais, Tadanobu Rihei, is George Takase. Project Manager and Electrical Engineer, Ronald N.S. Ho and Associates.
Portraying the most astute, the most traveled, yet most sincere Dorobo of the group, Akaboshi Jyuzaburo, is Richard Manungas. Assistant Vice President, Branch Manager, and Loan Officer, Territorial Savings Bank.
Portraying the most talented, the most braggadocious samurai of all these dorobos, Nango Rikimari, is Guy Tanioka. Business Development Manager, Pro Service Hawaii.
And finally, portraying the most clever, the most competent policeman, Meakashi Kingoro, is Brandon Miyagi. Vendor Manager, Wealth Management Group, First Hawaiian Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them another round of applause.
All right, and now, folks, before we end with the tejime, we would like to remind you to keep your table favor. Picture taking with the performers of the Shoko Shiranami Gonin Otoko will follow immediately after the tejime. Tejime is a Japanese custom of ceremonial hand clapping performed at the end of the event. It is a rhythmic series of hand claps and includes a set of 3 claps, 3 claps, 3 claps, 1 clap. To close tonight's program, please welcome Melanie Okazaki, incoming chair of the Honolulu Japanese Chamber of Commerce.
How about another round for the cast? Now to wish all of you continued success and prosperity in the new year, I will lead the Sambon Jime, which is the 3-clap tejime. And then so I'd like all of you to stand and to join with me in the tejime. So when I say oteo haishaku, I need all of you to put your hands out, and then we will do the 3-clap tejime. So, oteo haishaku, yo, yo, moicho, arigatou gozaimashita.
Melanie, arigatou gozaimashita. You may please be seated now. I hope you all had a very enjoyable evening. May the year of the dog bring you continued good health, happiness, and prosperity. Thank you for allowing us the honor to be your MCs and having us participate in this memorable event. Please drive home carefully and Happy New Year, everyone.